Welcome to the Money, Mindset and Miracles podcast, helping you to grow predictable and scalable months of income from your business as gracefully as possible. I'm Rachel Smith, business coach, mindset expert. I'm going to talk today about something that I see all the time whenever I'm working with my clients, when I'm talking to other female entrepreneurs, and certainly something that I experience. I haven't resolved this, but it's so big that it's probably playing out in your business in some way, and it is probably contributing to the gap of where you are to where you want to be, and it's probably contributing to the reason why that gap can't be closed, or why it feels really hard for you to close that gap and actually get to the point where you want to be with your business and your life. So what am I talking about? Because it sounds really massive. And it's this idea that as women, we've got old stories that are running in our unconscious mind that are all about being a good girl, that's all about not asking and certainly not receiving what we want. And what we believe in NLP is that the way that you think, the way that you are programmed, comes from the generational stories that have been handed down to you through your family. We only have to go a little bit down the line to see how small women have been kept, and how we are in this new era where after thousands and thousands of years they've been suppressed, many women in the Western world are actually getting into this new arena where we are able to do more things. We can grow amazing businesses, yet it feels really difficult for many, many women to achieve that. And it comes down to this. It comes down to the precondition that you have about whether or not you can have what you want. And sometimes this shows up in thinking small, like, oh, I only want one or two more clients, or I only want to generate another £1,000, or I have to wait until this child's gone to school or that child's finished school. I have to wait for those things to happen before I can do what I want. And where this comes from is the condition that we have from a really early age. And I'm going to talk about my experience because that's what I'm an expert in, and let's see if it resonates with you. But as a child, I was actively encouraged to be quiet, being a good girl and, working hard and getting good results and doing as you've been told as well. And this conditioning I experienced, and maybe you experience something similar, it is the thing that's imprinted within us now as fully fledged women, is that we still have that programming within us. We still have the belief that you are a good girl, you stick to the rules, you do as you've been asked, and you keep small. Often that old programming is holding you back. The first time I realised that this was a massive problem for me is when I heard this quote from Marianne Williamson in her book, A Return to Love. And she writes about this, and I absolutely love it. So let me just read out this quote, and you might be familiar with it, but I think it's always worth going back and listening again. And the quote is, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not? Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people don't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do." I love the fact that she has encapsulated in her words exactly how so many women feel. In our hearts, we know that we are experts at what we do. We know that we are brilliant at what we do, but we are very uncomfortable with owning that. And this is where the inner work comes from. So if this is resonating with you, if you're like, oh my gosh, I am playing it small in my business because I feel like I have to be the good girl, I have to be the quiet child, I'm not allowed to put my hand up, I'm not allowed to tell other people what I've got or how amazing I am or how talented I am or how I can help them. If that is resonating with you, it's brilliant. This is the first step. This is like recognizing that this is an old story that needs to be let go of. This is old programming that needs to shift and change so that you can step into that light that Marianne Williamson talks about, so that you can truly shine in that most brilliant, authentic, amazing way, feminine way even. And there's a real feminine way of actually stepping into that and shining your light so that you inspire other people around you as well. You know, whoever that might be. It might be loved ones, it might be your clients, it could be your students, whatever that is for you. So if that is you, first step is recognizing that, hey, you know, there's a reason why you're not stepping into that light. There's a reason why you're finding yourself stuck in a place, and there's a reason why you are playing small in your business, and it's down to conditioning, and it's about changing that story, and that is the work that needs to be done. So you might be left with like, well, that's great, Rachel, but how do I get that work done? There are so many different ways that you can do that. You can work with an NLP practitioner like myself. You could do hypnotherapy. You could do some EFT. But this is deep work. You know, this is the work where it's imprinted in your unconscious. Obviously, I have a resource for you. I'm not just going to leave you hanging. I am running a brand new masterclass in June. So I'm recording this in June 2023. The masterclass is going to be on Monday the 19th. And within that, I'm going to be sharing a number of things. And one of them is about helping you to start to shift through any blocks, any limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. Masterclass is all about creating your personal roadmap to generating consistent months of 5K. And we're going to be talking about specifically what you need to do as an individual to bridge that gap of like where you are right now to generating consistent months of 5K as easily and gracefully as possible. The mindset piece is the cherry on the cake. And for everybody who signs up, you've also got the opportunity to actually jump on a free call with me after the masterclass, like the following days, where we'll work up an individual action plan. So if that sounds like a bit of you, if you're like, oh my God, I am ready to let go of the old programming, I'm ready to start to dream a little bit bigger and really step into this ability to scale your business to consistent months of 5K, sign up for this masterclass. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Attend live when you can to do that deep transformational work. And if you can't, for whatever reason, there are a ton of resources here on the podcast where you can actually go and start to do some of that deep work as well. So just have a run through the podcast. There's a number of mindset exercises. So I'll leave all of the details to this masterclass below. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to really break down exactly how you can start to put your business together so that you know how to take action, what action you need to take, and give you the mindset tools that's going to help you create those 5K months. I mean, who's excited about that? I friggin' am. Okay, I'll leave all the details down the show notes. As always, if you've got anything that you want to ask or comment on even, just leave the details below. I will respond to everybody's comments. I massively appreciate you listening to this, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye for now.